guys, next story up. Kanye West, listen. I don't even really want to talk about this because I've tried to retire Kanye quite a few times, but I think this is a story that, even with my extreme frustration with Kanye West, I'm gonna just go on and just say this, okay? I was fucking annoyed when I saw that White Lives Matter t-shirt. I think that Kanye West is nothing more than somebody who wants people to talk about him. Like everybody has said, he is quite the hypocrite. I don't buy the free thinking, free mind, whatever you want to call him. I don't get that from Kanye. I believe Kanye is someone who likes attention and that he is going to say and do anything to kind of go against the grade, to upset people and to get people talking. And that is all that I believe that Kanye West is. I do enjoy his music, his old music, I should say. Haven't been a big fan of his new stuff. And a lot of that has to do with his, just his antics on social media. You know, that White Lives Matter t-shirt pissed me the fuck off because I was like, he should know better. He does know better. But you know what? He doesn't care because Kanye has issues that he continues to either work through or not work through. And we all have to sit and deal with it because of it. Okay. I mean, you can't even fucking scroll through Instagram, you know, be on social media without seeing the ignorance of Kanye West. It's so, that shit made me really mad. And then what really gets on my nerves is when people try to defend him and be like, you guys are just all in a box. Like the daughter said, Lauryn Hill's daughter said, who actually wore the t-shirt in the fashion show, that we are all, you know, been mind fucked and we all are in this box, you know, just believing whatever is presented to us. And I was just like, so you're telling us that we are all in a box, and at the same time you putting yourself in a box too because you're supposedly this free thinker. I do believe that there are free thinkers out there. I definitely do think that. Okay, believe that. But I don't think that Kanye is one. Okay, I think that he just says whatever he needs to say to get people upset. The White Lives Matter thing, we've been through this so many times. Yes, we do feel like everybody's life should matter. But the fact of the matter is when Black lives don't matter, then all lives are not fucking mattering. We are a part of the all, okay? And so when you start to say white lives matter, when white people have always mattered, they're the ones who put the matter in place, okay? They're the ones who have the decisions. They're the ones who are in control of our socioeconomic placings in life. These are the reasons Black people, I can't even, I can't even get in, I can't. But anybody who callously and irresponsibly puts on a shirt and walks around with that, you know, of course, people were just like, you guys all want to support Black Lives Matter and the organization is out there stealing money from you. First of all, I ain't never gave to Black Lives Matter, okay? Secondly, I don't even think of the fucking organization when I think of the statement because the statement came first, the organization came afterwards. I don't even think about the organization until they do some shit over there, okay? And yes, they have tarnished. They've tarnished the name, the statement that is being made. However, at its core, Black Lives Matter is such a serious statement because nobody's fucking life gonna matter if everybody's life is not mattering. If Black lives don't matter, then we can't say all lives matter, you know? And it kills me that Kanye goes back and forth about whether or not he gonna be, you know, he'll start up on this thing about Black people and, you know, his Black kids and, you know, even though he married this white woman and, you know, even though he put her up on a pedestal and thought that she was everything and all things. And then when the shit didn't work out, now all of a sudden he's all worried about his kids and he's all, you know, I cannot with Kanye. I can't. Okay. He went off on the fashion editor. I didn't get her name, but you guys know who I'm talking about, who had wrote up how upsetting it was to see a White Lives Matter shirt go down the aisle, the runway, at his fashion show. He went off on her. And then this woman had quite a bit of respect in the fashion world. And when people came to her defense, all of a sudden he wanted to sit down and talk to her. Okay. And now they had a conversation and everything is okay. You know, they still agreed to disagree, but you know, he is such a, he's got so many people fooled. He's got so many people fooled. And it's just like, I can't with Kanye. I just really, really honestly can't. And I don't want to stay on this because it's not a rant. It's just my feeling. You guys go back and watch remember when he was on TMZ and he was talking about, what was he talking about? The slaves and, you know, there not being slaves and all that, and how Van Lathan had to put him in his place. Go back and watch what Van Lathan had to say, because it applies exactly to this situation as well. Okay, while you out here being this celebrity and getting to say all of this shit, and then you rich, so you ain't got to deal with the day-to-day social shit that regular motherfuckers got to deal with. You go off on your life, and then you say some shit like that. You get the white folks thinking like, look, even Kanye think it, okay? And then the regular black folks got to deal with your shit. It's so upsetting. But I understand Kanye for what he is. And I'm just going to listen to his old music and wish that we could get back to that. Them days is long gone though, you guys, but still, it's just, I've had enough of that. Okay, let's move on to the next subject. I guess while we're talking about the fashion world, we can talk about Miss AnnaVsEdward, who they say has been in a bit of a feud with the British Vogue editor-in-chief. That would be Mr. Edward Enninful, okay? They say that they've been quietly feuding for some time now because Mr. Enninful, he feels that Vogue needs to be a little bit more inclusive and cater not only to women, but also to men, okay? Now, Vogue, this magazine that's been around for thousands of years at this point, has always focused on the fashions of women. And Miss Wintour has made it a point to protect that and doesn't like the fact that Vogue is trying to now, at least he wants to now include men more than they have been included before, okay? And evidently he put a man on the cover for the first time for the September issue, and that's where everybody was like, okay, now wait a minute. He said that Vogue, as it stands right now, has too many old white posh women, okay? And that we need to color it up a little bit, all right? I don't know, how do you guys feel about that? I feel like Vogue, which is an institution at this point, I do feel that it's a woman's magazine, and if we wanted it to be a woman's and men's magazine, then it would have been something else. Men have GQ magazine, even though it is not to the same stature of Vogue, of course, but there are men's magazines, there are women's magazines, and then, you know, there's just this time right now in the world, everything wants to be inclusive. Nobody is saying that a man can't be in Vogue or maybe even on the front page, but I still think that Vogue, in my mind, when I think of Vogue, I think of all of the beautiful women and all the beautiful fashions that are geared towards women, you know, that it is. But that might be my ignorance, you know, because we know that men now wear women's clothes. We know that people are trying to blur or erase the lines between genders and allow people to freely wear and do what they want. And this might just be another one of those times where, you know, sign of the times is changing. But yeah, when I think of Vogue magazine, I think of a woman's magazine. That's just kind of how I see it. Okay, now, Anna also has a problem with Mr. Enninful because they're saying that he is going to be the person to take her place when she does retire. Well, Anna was like, bitch, you said I was fixing to retire, okay? Like, damn. I ain't never said I was going, and everybody now is trying to say that he's the person that is going to replace me. You know, she feels like there are other locations, other positions, high top positions in the Condé Nast group that Mr. Eniful could go to. And instead, he's eyeing her spot. Well, because Vogue magazine, I would imagine, is the top spot. Okay. And we know that she has been working in that spot since 1989, I think I read. Did I write it down? 1988. Okay. But honey, damn it, Anna said a bitch still got work to do. I graduated from high school in 88, you guys, but just a random fun fact. But she said she still got a lot of damn work to do and quit trying to push her out the door. Okay, I was like, this reminds me of The Devil Wears Prada. It was like art imitate, imitating art, life imitating art. Because in the movie, remember, they was trying to oust old girl, the Anna Wintour alike, Meryl Streep's character. I can't think of her name right now, but they were trying to oust her with the younger guy, remember? And she ended up moving some shit around and changing shit so that she didn't get ousted. And she ended up, you know, one-upping everybody else. And I was like, maybe Anna might be doing the exact same thing in real life today. I would imagine that Anna probably has to make sure she has eyes at the back of her head at this point because she is an older woman. We know that the world is geared towards young people, and they want fresh and they want new, and you know, so this is around the time, I guess, that she would have to be concerned about her position and being possibly forced into retirement. So that's what they say got going on over there, honey. Anna was just like, all right, Edward, bring it if you want to, okay? But a bitch ain't going away that easily. Don't you start it. Don't you start it. All right, you guys, next story up. Rest in peace to Loretta Lynn, okay? Like they said in People magazine, honey, they said a dirt poor Kentucky coal miner's daughter rose to greatest heights of international stardom. You guys remember she is the one who infamously sang the song Coal Miner's Daughter. Okay, many of you guys are too young to even know that song. I almost feel like I'm too young to know the song, but of course I do. I don't remember how it goes. I was born a coal miner's daughter, or something like that. I didn't look up the song, you guys. But her family did let us know that she passed peacefully in her sleep, that she was at her beloved ranch in Hurricane Mills. I'm assuming that's in Kentucky. And she has left the country music community in shock, all right? Some people even have dubbed her the mother of country music for the blue collar workers. They said that she got married at 15 years old to a moonshiner. And then by the time she had turned 20 years old, she was a mother of 4. She used to write songs and perform them at honky tonks to make extra money for her family. She's definitely had other songs other than Coal Miner's Daughter, but that is the song that I know from Loretta Lynn. I guess if I were to look up her catalog, I probably would know some other songs. She was the first woman to be considered Country Music Association's Entertainer of the Year, okay? And that actually happened in 1972, okay? It is a sad day for the country music people, all right? Like I said, she does leave behind her 4 children. She was 90 years old, had just actually celebrated her birthday not too long ago. Rest in peace to Loretta Lynn.